If you want to build more connection with your partner, this video is for you. I'm sharing 4 questions that can help you build more intimacy and connection. You can use these in your current relationship if you've been feeling disconnected, or maybe you don't have a partner and you're looking for ways to build a healthier relationship in the future. If either of those sound like you, hit subscribe and let's dive in. I'm Rose Viggiano, a master level relationship coach, attachment specialist, and somatic practitioner. My goal with this channel is to help you build connected, loving, passionate, and secure relationships. You can build a secure relationship no matter your age or your relationship status, and even if you've never had a secure relationship before. And before we dive into those 4 questions, we need to talk a little bit about connection. A sense of connection is one of the most important hallmarks of a secure relationship. But how do you build connection? Well, to have connection, you need to have intimacy first. What's intimacy? Intimacy can also be said as into me, you see. It has to do with vulnerability, honesty, and sharing yourself with each other. Couples that practice seeing and hearing each other on their way to building true intimacy and connection. And questions are a great way to do that because you are practicing the secure attachment skill of being curious. Curiosity helps us feel safe, whereas judgment and assumptions create distance and put us on guard. So let's dive into the 4 questions to help you build intimacy and connection with your partner. Question number 1, what are the things I do that make you feel most loved and appreciated? I love this question for 3 reasons. First, it shows you care, that they feel loved and appreciated. Showing care for how someone feels is a hallmark of secure relating. Just genuinely asking this question is already a sign of love and appreciation. Second, it gives you crucial information about your partner or the other person. This question is literally the keys to their kingdom. They are telling you exactly what they want and need from you. From here, you can create a roadmap to them feeling loved and appreciated by implementing what they've shared. Finally, this question saves your precious time and energy from doing the wrong things. I often hear couples complain that no matter what they do for their partner, it isn't enough. Part of that issue is often the what we are doing. For instance, if we're trying to fix a partner's problems by offering them solutions, that won't work to make them feel loved if they just want us to listen. So getting direct answers from our partner about how they feel loved and appreciated is much easier than guessing or getting it wrong and being frustrated when your actions don't land with them. Not that I've ever done that before. I actually have a funny story about this exact thing. When I was prepping this video, I went to my partner Dan to ask him which of the questions were his favorite. But the most wonderful thing happened. Instead of telling me his favorite questions, he just started answering them. And I have to tell you, I actually learned a number of things about him that I didn't know. Like, he feels loved and appreciated when I take care of certain things I know he's not great at doing. And when I assume his intent is good, even if the how he said or did something didn't come out the way I wanted. Which reminds me to remind you, secure attachment skills are not about perfection. They're about getting it good enough, making progress, forgiving ourselves when we misstep, and repairing and keeping on the path. I might just have a video all about repairs coming out next week. So make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss that one. It's a super important element of a secure relationship. I'll link it in the description after it's up. All the relationship skills I share are about progressing towards a secure, functioning relationship. And I teach this because over my life, it's the greatest thing I've had to learn myself. On to question number 2. When we have a disagreement, what can I do to make you feel heard and respected? Wow. Can you remember the last time somebody asked you a question like that? Probably not. That's because the way we learn to deal with conflict is essentially win-lose. That communication during a conflict sounds something like, I need to make you agree with me or else I lose and you win. And if you win, all kinds of bad things are going to happen. Does that sound familiar, what's going on inside of you? Because this win-lose mindset is unconscious for most of us, and it's usually the way we saw conflict handled growing up. But now we're working to make different choices and build new kinds of relationships. Asking your partner what you can do to make them feel heard and respected during a disagreement helps you get more connected to them now and will ultimately help you to stay connected even when the conflict arises. You might hear them answer this question with something like, I just want to know that you understand me. Or I want to feel like you don't think it's my fault. Or maybe they'll say, I'd love it if you just stop talking and give me a hug. These are all wonderful things to know about your partner. And once you know them, you are much more likely to do them at a critical moment. Let's stop for a moment. I want to ask you, what are some things that make you feel loved and appreciated? Think about it for a second and leave a comment below and share it with me. Question number 3, is there anything I could do to make our relationship feel safer or more secure for you? The way your partner answers this question will likely align with their dominant attachment style in this relationship. And what's great about knowing their attachment style is then you can understand more fully what it will take for them as an individual to feel more secure in the relationship. So if they say, sometimes I worry you're not as invested as I am, I'd love it if you could remind me that you love me and want to be with me even when we're not together. This may imply that they're struggling with an anxious attachment pattern. Getting more reassurance from you will go a long way to help heal that. Perhaps they say, I don't think there's anything you need to do. I just need space sometimes and time to myself without feeling guilty about leaving you or feeling like I'm getting it wrong. In this case, your partner may have more of an avoidant attachment pattern. They need understanding for their need for alone time, and no, you won't take it personally. If they have more of disorganized attachment, they may say something like, I'm not sure what I need to feel safer. Part of me wants to be close, but then I also get scared of getting hurt. I don't want to push you away, and it's also hard for me to trust. I guess I just need you to be patient with me while I figure it out. If you don't know your attachment style, you can find out by taking my mini attachment style quiz. I've linked it below in this video. The answer might surprise you. Finally, the 4th question to create more connection with your partner. What dreams or goals do you have that I can help you achieve? Support and encouragement are huge. I mean, why else are we here? If we can't support each other, it will be tough to build that secure relationship we want. This question is so important for 2 reasons. First, it helps us really get to know what is happening in our partner's minds. They might say something like having kids or saving for a home, or they may say something like getting a promotion or learning another language. This question opens up a discussion about all the things impacting our relationship. Here we have an opportunity to align our visions and goals and help each other feel more fulfilled. When we help our partner achieve their goals, it's one more way we become a team. See, coupleship is like running a 3-legged race. We become tied to each other. So if one of us isn't doing well, it's really hard for the other one to thrive. So it's actually in our best interest to make sure our partner is headed in the direction of their goals. These 4 questions will help you feel closer and more connected to your partner. Go ahead and try them and let me know what happens. And remember that relationships are 2-sided. So go ahead and be the asker, but also be willing to share your answers too. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and like and hit the subscribe button. And remember, what we can't do alone, we can do together. I'll see you soon.